It's a land filled with fantastically named creatures, like flumps, gibbering mouthers, and incendiary blood drinkers. Yes, the vampiromaniacs.
That's right, the fourth wall has been shattered, and the fate of the story rests squarely in your hands. What's your name, my friend? Izzy. It's a pleasure to meet you, Izzy. And the fate of the story rests squarely in Izzy's hands.
And not just Izzy. Each and every one of you little Izzies out there will have a hand in determining our story. You will decide where we go, who we meet, and how our journey ends.
Parts of the narrative we will decide.
Parts of the narrative you will decide.
And parts of the narrative will be decided by the glorious randomness that is the dice.
Ooh, how forbidding. Here's an example. Let's say a decision has been made.
I decide to roll for performance.
Now, the roll of a 20-sided die might determine how successful we are at fulfilling those decisions.
A natural 20 is an automatic success.
And means the player does exactly what they wanted to do as well as they possibly could.
La 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 la!
However, some decisions...
I decide to make an acrobatics check.
May not go according to plan.
A natural 1 is an automatic failure.
And means the player does as bad a job as possible, often with disastrous results.
Easy, I've got this, look.
Okay. Oh, no! Right on the meniscus. I'll give tonight.
Alright, okay, well, while Will drags himself across the stage, clearly these two examples were just for educational purposes, but to prove to you that much of our quest really will be left up to chance, I need a very brave and thirsty volunteer. Can I see some hands? Will, or Diego, who looks excited? Who wants to come drink liquid?
We'll have those sheets next up.
Don't stop reading anything!
Alright, John, come on down. How old are you, my friend? 11! We have a fight!
Not afraid of anything, John. Well, that's about to change, because on this tray, I have some fine ambrosia. Ooh! It's apple juice. However, I also have some dastardly poison. Legally, I have to tell you it's pickle juice. It's not. It's poison.
Alright, now John, in a moment here we're going to ask you to roll a d20. We're going to make you make an investigation check to see if you can tell which one of these is ambrosia, which one of these is poison. The DC or difficulty class for this check is going to be a 10.
However, the last time this module was run, our adventurers didn't do so well in their journey, so you do have a modifier. We're going to subtract 1 from whatever you roll. That's right, how you all do this afternoon will affect the show tonight and potentially poison a child, so lock in!
So, John, to recap, if you roll high enough, you get to drink the ambrosia, but if you roll too low, it's the dastardly poison for you, my friend.
But we can't see what John is rolling on these teeny tiny little dice. Let's give it up for the Decider! Alright, John, roll it this way, right towards us. Let's see if you can get a 10.
Yeah.
You can do it, John. Come on, let's go. Right here.
Oh, we got it. No.
That is a 7 minus 1 for a 6, which for those of you playing at home is not a 10.
That means it's poison for you, my friend. However, thank you for getting the bad rolls out to start. It's only up from here.
Cheers!
Drinking together out of unmarked containers with minors. Allow us to introduce ourselves. My name is Cassidy. I'm going to be your dungeon master for this trip. I used to be your game master, but now Daddy Hasbro says I can be whatever I want to be. And what is a dungeon master without a rules lawyer? With me on stage is the source of all magic and mechanics of the 20-sided tavern, our tavern keeper, Stomp.
I'm great. Look at us.
Look at us.
I know, we did it. We started as understudies together, and here we are now.
And here we are, baby.
Yeah.
Are you ready to run this game?
I am. You picked a good partner in crime. You're talking to the gay son of an attorney who's been playing D&D since he was a child, and I worked at a Renaissance fair for 7 years, so... Yep, the stunned silence means you figured it out. Came for money, promptly lost it. And we've created a fantastic world for our players today.
Let's see how they screw it up. With us are...
RJ, Will, and Diego!
These three little cuties will be representing your playable characters.
Yes, hopefully Hopefully by now you have scanned the fancy QR code on your program, chosen your cohort, and aligned yourself to one of our character groups.
But for now, let's meet these groups, starting with the red team, Team Warrior. In the blue corner, we have Team Spellcaster, and the Mean Green Machine, Team Trickster! Oh, and my friends, what would a quest be without some heroes to do the heroing? Each of our players is familiar with 3 unique characters.
Each with their own individual character sheets that highlight their various skills and abilities.
Some of us are better at punching and pummeling, manipulation and magic, sneaking and seducing. Oh my god.
As an example, here's my character sheet.
Oh, as you can see, brimming with charisma.
But with a constitution score that explains why I get carsick when I drive.
Their special skills include persuasion, performance, and a language proficiency in Elvish.
Oh, in Elvish.
Yep.
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard.
Points or HP are looking very nice, and their armor class or AC determines how hard they are to hit.
Yes, but please do not hit me. I am anemic and I bruise like a pig. Do you guys want to see? Last night I got a nat 1 and I fell to my knees and I have like these crazy bruises on my knees. I don't know if you can see them.
I'm showing the entire audience you look like a twister, Matt.
Thank you.
This is weird. Showing your knees. In Victorian London, we put you away for that. But that's enough about us. Let's talk about the Rowdy Rough Boys for a moment.
Yes, let's meet your players today, starting with your warrior, RJ! We have so many handshakes.
Do the third one? We don't do the third one.
We can't do the third one.
We can't do the third one.
Let's do the first one.
Okay.
Lady. Alright. RJ, you've been on this show for a year.
Yes,
We
yes.
close tonight. You are unemployed starting tomorrow. What are you going to do this week with all of your free time?
You know, one would say I should rest, but aside from being an actor, I'm also a musical theater writer. Yeah, this pays the bills and then that takes the money away. So, perfect balance. We're going to work on a musical for the next 2 months. I have a show about the American Revolutionary War, but from the British perspective. If anyone wants to become an investor, just DM me.
Okay, alright, warriors, devices at the ready. RJ, take it away.
Where are my warriors at? It's time to show how strong us warriors really are. I want to see those biceps. Okay, you've been hitting the gym, I see that. Now come with the triceps. That's on the back of the arm, right? Now turn to the person beside you and say the words, I love you. Because the real strength in this world is what? Emotional strength. Enough of that! It's time to decide who I'm going to play and who's going to lead this party to glorious victory. Will I be A, one bird, 2, B, 2 brothers, or C, 3 brain cells? It's your choice.
3 brain cells. 3 brain cells. I want to see how he plays 2 brothers.
3 brain cells!
That means your warrior will be Chester, Vanderbilt III. Chester was son of a long line of mining moguls, hailing from the family of dwarves who discovered that the best place to find gold was underground. But that generational wealth hasn't hardened this mellow party dude. Instead, he's making a name for himself as an adventurer, spreading the word of good times, partying hard, and supporting a fellow bro. Chester!
Oh, dude, I just heard this crazy thing called round earth theory. Imagine that, the earth being round, dude. Doesn't make any sense if you fall right off. I know, right? That's what I thought too when I heard about it. How the water would fall off and then, like, the sun, where would it go? Like, yeah, it makes no sense.
The sound his brain cells make is this.
Dude, that's what I hear when I go to sleep at night.
Alright, Chester, you're going on an adventure today. Is there anything you're particularly excited about?
Yeah, seeing the end of the earth, dude. I want to see the edge. Oh, some gnarly surfing out there.
Alright, I am so excited to see how this plays out in the adventure. Why don't you head backstage? We'll see you in a second. Oh my god. Alright, Wands at the ready, let's meet your spellcaster, Will!
Royce!
Will, tomorrow, you're unemployed. What are you doing with all your free time?
There are two main things. First of all, I currently DM for a little stream called Bards of New York. Without doing any D&D here, I can really focus on absolutely traumatizing the 6 of them around my table. No one is going to like me after this Wednesday, I promise you that. And then secondly, I can really double down on planning my wedding. My fiancé is sitting right there in the middle. And I am so excited for this October. So we've got a nice chunk of time to finalize all that.
That's really exciting, and I'm not going to cry today. All right, get those devices out. Spellcasters, take it away, Will.
Okay, my sorceress spellcasters, let me hear you! There's magic in the house this afternoon, I feel it. I need you to channel that magic with me and cast a spell together. So on the count of 3, I need to see your very best spellcasting pose. 1, 2, 3!
Holy shit.
Oh, there are like 5 here.
I like it.
The spell you just cast is going to tell me who we are going to play this afternoon. Your options are A, a contagious coney, B, a moldy mage, or C, an actual dragon. It's your choice.
An actual dragon!
Let's hear it for your spellcaster, Leighton Gordiger! Scrub up and get ready to tie some tourniquets. Whether the FMD stands for Field Medic Dragonborn or Folks Might Die, Leighton is always ready to innovate on the field of battle. What he lacks in bedside manner, he makes up for by being a big, scary dragon person. So, if he says turn your head and cough, you better listen. Leighton!
Well, hello.
Oh, God. This energy is so very different from Chester.
Interesting, I was going to comment the same. The spiritual energy in this room is dubious.
Okay.
To assist me in rectifying that,
I don't know what you're asking of me.
chant along.
Hey, that was kind of in tune a little bit. That's kind of cute. Besides being absolutely terrifying, is there anything that you are looking forward to on this quest?
Experiments.
Please leave the stage.
See you soon.
Okay! Got us your warrior and your spellcaster sorted. Now let's meet your trickster and get this party started. Diego! How are you, my friend?
No, I'm young, I'm dumb, I'm ready for fun, dude.
Yeah! All right, Diego. You know the question. You have so much more free time coming up. What are you going to do with it?
Well, with my looming unemployment, I'm really gonna throw my weight behind my burgeoning Twitch stream career. I've been streaming Baldur's Gate 3, I'm doing an honor mode run, we just beat the Grimforge.
On honor mode?
On honor mode, yeah.
That's
I
hot.
won away the first time because I almost died.
Good for you.
Yeah, but catch me online, and if you're in Chicago, you'll probably see me doing some weird shit too.
Cool. Are there any other video games on the horizon, or is that a secret?
Oh yes, I'm also going to start a Last of Us 2 playthrough. I've never played it, I've avoided all spoilers, I haven't even seen the second season of the show, so I'll be experiencing it for the first time live in front of the camera.
Just to clarify, you're playing Last of Us 2.
Yes.
Did you play the first one?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
I played that game on 3 different consoles, dude.
So proud of you. All right, Trickster's devices at the ready. Take it away, Diego.
All right, my trickster! When I say it's, you say wasn't me! It's
Wasn't me!
It's
Wasn't me!
Now that we got that on the record, let's go ahead and pick who I will be playing today. Will I be A, a tiny tyrant, B, a bad speller, or C, a spicy bard? It's your choice.
Spicy bar, spicy bar, spicy bar! Spicy bar! Oh!
A spicy bar!
Welcome to the party to our friend of mine, Tamberlane the Greatest.
Yes!
Tamberlane is as bard gets, with a maxed out charisma and a penchant for seducing anything with a pulse. He imagines himself the
Anything with a
protagonist of a very sexy story. With an ego the size of a Tarrasque, Tamberlane is certain to be inspiring his teammates into battle from behind the safety of a very large rock. Tamberlane!
I see when he
By the gods, Cassidy,
Oh god.
you're built like a debut, but you handle like a finale.
I have heard you make this intro about 100,000 times. And I honestly think that is the first time that that's felt like a genuine compliment, so thank you.
Anyways, you know, I got this silver tongue, but what good is a silver tongue if you don't use it to make happy those around you? Not like that, you filthy perverts! Not like that with the words of comedy prose!
I don't know what it is.
Yeah, maybe we'll see that night go.
Okay, alright. Timberlane, you are going on an adventure. You are going to be joined by Leighton and Chester.
Yeah.
What do you think of your traveling companions?
Honestly, perfect co-stars for the drama that is my life. God's willing, we'll soon see our name written in the stars. With me as first billing, of course.
You know what? I will let you take that up with them.
All right, exit stage left, pursued by applause.
I'm gonna kill all of them. All right. Your heroes have been chosen, and adventure is close at hand. It's time to dive into the forgotten realms where we will battle monsters, solve riddles, and, God's willing, save the day. So, are we ready? All our little Izzies? That's what I like to hear. The 20-Sided Tavern proudly presents today's quest, the Tomb of Havoc.
Didn't we get that one last time? So we started. Welcome back to my
our tale begins is blackened by constant threats and wanton acts of destruction. Those foolish enough to call themselves heroes work against often insurmountable odds. People whisper about a new dawn breaking. How could they not? Without hope, the inhabitants of this world would have little to live for. But for now, our world perseveres. The heroes that protect the realm do so with little assistance and even less luck. Yet, there are quests to be completed, side quests to be completed, and the struggle for survival continues. We begin on the outskirts of one of the most influential cities in all of Faerun, the City of Splendors, the Crown of the North, or Waterdeep to its friends. That's right, suck it, Baldur's Gate! It is on a well-beloved side street between a fantasy pawn shop and a PF Changelings. That our story truly begins in a humble little tap house called the Curious Hedgehog. Yes, the Curious Hedgehog, a renowned way station for veteran heroes and first-time adventurers alike. It is in this humble boozery that so many lives have been changed. So many grand epics have begun, and our story begins, as so many often do, with the unlikeliest of heroes.
I don't know about you boys, but I'm feeling a little strange after meeting with the Witch of the Wilds.
I mean, honestly, it's the last time I just go on a blind date out of blue like that. You know, they say, oh, I beat me in my little cottage in the woods, and suddenly you find out you can't see a reflection anymore.
I mean, when she said curses to the man who gives you a bad day, I didn't know she meant literal curses.
And I didn't think it was that bad of a date. But look at me. I'm falling apart at the seams here, man. I can't see my own reflection. I feel like I'm constantly plagued by halitosis.
Well, that you just haven't brushed your teeth in a week, you know.
You know, I'm an elf. I live a long time. Not brushing my teeth for a week, that's like not brushing my teeth for an hour for you.
I mean, you say that, dude. You know, it'd be bad if I was cursed to not be able to put my hand... Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Come on, drop it, dude.
You're not.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to turn a new leaf, dude, to be peaceful, and now I can't. How am I supposed to hug my mother like this?
I mean, you could hug her with the hammer.
No! She's sensitive, her skin will break out.
Look, I just thought we were going to get some clarity on what the future might hold for us instead of just wandering into uncertainty. But now, after the witch, I feel even more uncertain than ever.
Well, honestly, that's what you get for trying to see the future. So I can't see myself. You can't drop your hammer. At least you made it out unscathed, Leighton.
Yes.
That was ominous, the way you said that.
We will say, your attempt to break down Leighton's mysterious demeanor is best probably served by a drink at the bar.
You know what? 3 shots. My retreat.
Excellent.
All right, 3 shots turns into 6, turns into 9, turns into 12.
That's how you do addition.
One might argue multiplication.
But what's multiplication but addition with extra steps?
He has a point.
And what's addition but counting, but stupid?
that's happening. Okay, you make your way to the bar, and after much revelry, the bill comes due. The bartender, a jovial man with a big old bushy red beard, he sidles over to your party. The bartender's name is my friend in the front row over here. You're sitting on the end, you got glasses. Can you give me a name for the bartender, please? Horgath?
Nice.
Wow, where did that come from? Just in your head? Is it like... Who looks like a Horgath?
Horgath.
Bartender, a jovial man with a bushy red beard named Mrs. Horgath, sidles over to your party. Stop, my darling. Would you do me?
Well, hello again, adventurers. It's me, Horgath. Boy, if you ever met a name that looked like the poor SOB who has it, it's me.
You know what they say, you can lead a Horgath, but you can't make...
Motto to me.
Okay, we're gonna stop this. Clearly what's happening is we're venturing into the realm of player bullshit, so we're gonna turn this back to you. It's obvious.
It's just player bullshit. I see you.
It's obvious the three of them do not have enough money to pay for their tabs, so they're going to try and talk their way out of the situation, but how exactly? Will they tell the truth? Will they try and use persuasion to convince Mrs. Horgath to give them drinks for free? Or will they lie to Mrs. Horgath and use deception? Ultimately, friends, it's your choice.
I'm wary about this Horgath. I think it might seem like...
Oh my god.
Come on, persuasion! Come on, persuasion! Come on, persuasion!
I need you to know I normally never say this. That happened by 3 votes. Deception!
Every vote matters. Honestly, you voted twice?
We have not the time.
Right, stop. Do you want to tell us what the DC is?
Yeah, the consequence here is that the difficulty class for this check is going to be an 18. I'm sorry.
Are we learning a little lesson about actions having consequences?
Y'all decided to lie on the Lord's Day. It's your own damn fault.
But who is going to be doing the convincing? Players, you're going to roll and add your deception skill from your character sheet, and whoever gets the highest score will take the lead on this lie. So RJ, can we get a roll for Chester, please?
Yeah, deception. Oh, yeah. That's a...
Oh!
19 plus 1 for its filthy 20.
All right, dirty 20, willfully.
What are doctors doing but lying to the body?
What the hell is that?
Okay.
We all have cataracts for this roll. Hold on.
It looks like...
Oh.
We'll fix that in post.
It's an 18.
It is an 18.
Minus 1.
For a second.
Hey.
This will be real fun for me this afternoon. I'll just run back and forth.
All right, no!
Hey, the camera just forgot to put its glasses on. That's an 11.
Actually, that's so sad.
Yeah, you can see the 11 plus, what, we're lying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus 7 for an 18.
Okay, excellent. I would like to take this opportunity very quickly to introduce another important mechanic to the way that we play D&D here at the tavern. If ever throughout today's quest you feel like a character's dice don't land ideally, you may directly impact the story by calling for a reroll.
Now, rerolls are exclusive to D20 rolls, and when a reroll is called, both the player and all of you, our adventurers, are going to complete a challenge to see how successful that reroll will be. But keep in mind, we only have one reroll for the entirety of the quest, and naturally, we cannot reroll a 1 or a 20. And remember the last part, y'all gonna forget in an hour and a half.
So with a dirty 20, a filthy 17, and a disgusting 18 on the table, do we want to use that reroll now or save it for later? I love it, we're locked in. All right, RJ.
Yeah.
Chester got a 20.
Yeah, he did.
So with your 3 brain cells, come over here. Lie to Mrs. Horgath about why you can't pay your tab.
Don't worry, guys.
The monk,
I am the monk.
Excuse me, Mrs. Horgath.
Yes, young man.
Chester Vanderyacht reporting for his first day of work, sir. Ma'am, yes.
My God, is it today already?
Yes.
The temp agency said you weren't going to be here for another week.
Yeah, well, I got bored.
That's the kind of enthusiasm we're looking here for. That's lovely. Yeah, what are you good at?
Well, before I start training, I would love to get my staff beer first.
So before you actually start work, you
Yeah.
like the staff meal.
Well, it's the evening shift. I'm thirsty.
I like you. You're perplexing. A bit of an idiot, but perplexing.
That's what my mama always said.
Oh, come call me a son, I'm your mother now. No! Why are you shivering like that?
I got a hammer.
Oh, gee, we're professionals. We don't have the... Oh, there's the hammer.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? This attempt at deception has been a success. The reaches behind the counter and produces a small trinket.
Yes, now, to symbolize that, you're going to, and any other items that you may acquire on this journey, you're going to receive an item card.
For your success at deception, you have received the free drink token, but suddenly, the door to the Curious Hedgehog bursts open, and an elderly man wearing a hooded cloak stumbles in. He is visibly distraught. It's clear you are in the presence of an immensely powerful wizard.
You go get prepared. The bartender, Mrs. Horgath, calls out to the wizard by name, and you hear right here, looking a little despondent in the front row. What's this wizard's name? Oh, your head was just tilted. It's a compliment. Quincy! I love Quincy.
it.
Sure.
I love him. Introduce me.
Okay, great.
My fourth favorite president.
That's good. Quincy, the also fourth. Type that in. Very good. Quincy! Quincy, that's right, it's me, Mrs. Horgath! Boy!
You look just like your name.
That's what I thought.
Thank you! God, we sound like an 80s sitcom, don't we? Horgath.
Oh God, it's so good to see you, but you see, I feel the entire world is falling apart. Remember that thing I did a couple hundred years ago when starting the book? Oh, wait, hold on. Are the three of you heroes for hire?
In theory.
Yeah, and we're cursed.
You know what? That's good enough for me. Okay, you see, a great calamity threatens to destroy the entirety of Waterdeep, but it may or may not possibly be my fault. You see, a couple hundred years ago, I said to get me
There. Oh, jeez.
The wizard is distraught. Wow. It is clear he's trying to communicate with you. Oh, thank you. It's clear he's trying to communicate with you, but you're going to have to calm him down to decipher what he's saying. Can I get some proposals for how we want to calm him?
I could give Quincy a Josen.
Oh,
Okay.
Like Quincy Jones.
I could introduce Quincy to John Adams.
And I could put a Hamilton of weight on him.
Okay, there are three paths before us. Not set up by the warrior, the spellcaster, or the trickster. But which path we take is in your hands. It's your choice.
Honestly, it seems like it's what, National Free Curse Day?
Apparently so.
Not just stuff that happens wizards have to do something.
So, for the people who brought you wine, introduce them to John Adams.
Hey, Will, what are you trying to do here?
So I have a thought, it's going to take a lot of explaining, but you know in the Revolutionary era they had that flag of the snake that was like cut up into a bunch of pieces?
Yeah, don't try on me.
I'm gonna cut the wizard up a little bit.
You are going to do damage to the wizard in order to calm him
I'm
down.
a medical man! I see somebody stressed, I'm going to do some bloodletting.
You're going to check to make sure the humors are correct.
Exactly!
Okay, are you proposing a medicine check or an attack?
Absolutely not, spiritual weapon. I got one more of these in the city.
Okay. Before Will rolls for spiritual weapon, can we keep our spellcasters involved somehow?
Sure, we absolutely can. My spellcasters, do me a favor, get your devices out for me. You are going to be doing something called a multi-click. Here in a moment, a button is going to appear on your device, and your goal is to tap that button as many times as you can, getting the bar above that line up there. If you do, I'm going to boost this roll by 5, but if you don't, I'm going to subtract 3. So, on my mark, get set, go!
Don't tap.
Hey,
Don't tap. Let him fit. Let him fit. Put your hands up. Alright.
Spiritual weapon roll is an attack for you. It's already a +5, so this is going to be a +10.
A +10? Let's go. Okay, there's a 12 plus 10 for a 22.
Ooh, paint me a picture.
It might surprise you to know that this wizard's armor class is very low. So a 22 will hit. Oh God. Okay, paint me a picture of you calming him down.
Oh! Not again.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Your purpose. Quincy! I can sense within you.
Yes.
Pack.
I'm very, very upset right now, yeah.
Do you know what an ancient, excellent cure for that is?
Not stabbing someone?
No, not stabbing. Gentle sword.
Okay.
And the other arm.
Oh, the other one too. This is nice.
Doctor, you're perspiring.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Oh, no, okay. Wow, are you sure you want to do Okay.
Let's get even.
Yeah.
He did his apprenticeship jigsaw.
That's good. You should be much happier now, much healthier after 13 points of force damage.
And here's the bill. We take cash, we take card, we take
I think, God, I can't believe you're making me justify this. Something about how banal and mundane going to the doctor, getting a checkup, receiving the bill at the end. There's something that's just so casual about it that even though he's bleeding profusely from all four of his limbs, he is brought back down to earth a little bit. Your attempt at calming him has been a success.
Fabulous. You got the better end of the deal, really. We all got cursed today. You just had a little bit of bloodletting.
Oh, wow. That's such a great way of framing it. Thank you.
Layton's on the cutting edge of medical research.
Yeah, okay. All right. Heroes, thank you so much for calming me down. You see, a great calamity does threaten to destroy the entirety of Waterdeep.
You mentioned that earlier. What do you mean?
You know what? I need to gather some materials. Why don't you meet me back at my house, and I will explain further. It's in the north ward of Waterdeep. You'll see it, big purple thing. In a puff of magic, the wizard disappears. It seems that as often happens in your line of work, adventure is calling your names.
Somehow I'm not surprised by this.
What do you mean?
Well,
Surprised?
No, it's just that at the witch's heart, I think there was something of a portent I was gifted that, you know, something calamitous might occur in the near future.
You got a port? I usually like stouts.
I find myself more of a ginger ale kind of guy myself.
I love you both, but good God, there's just nothing going on in there.
And I know it's your first shift, but listen, it sounds like there are more important things. So go on, get out there, go, save the world. Without the world, you have no job, and then you're on unemployment, and God help you if you become one of those musical theater people. So,
Mrs. Morgath ushers you out the door, and you begin your journey into the city of Waterdeep.
Now, just a hypothetical question, lads.
Yeah.
If you happen to know exactly the day you were supposed to die, how would you spend that day?
Ooh, probably drinking beers, hanging out with my friends.
But again, so little in there, and all of it is of good worth.
Honestly, you're just so the sweetest person in the world, Chester.
Well, don't worry, guys. I heard a story about a group of 3 people who all have curses who are going to see a wizard. This will turn out great in the end.
Surely they won't milk that story and franchise for all it's worth.
Surely not.
Hey, let's just continue down this asphalt road.
We're off to see the wizard. Wizard of Waterdeep.
Your journey into the city proper is marked by an abundance of wondrous sights. Skylights, the walking statues of Waterdeep, painted guardians, the city progress. The grandeur of Waterdeep inspires you onward. Since you were able to calm the wizard Quincy, he gave you directions to his home, ensuring your journey was relatively smooth. But the city streets still host many dangers, and you just wandered onto the front porch of something dangerous indeed. You are caught in an alleyway by a trio of menacing figures. One is sporting a bandana, like a sweatband around his head.
What?
The other is wearing a kind of handkerchief on top of his head.
What?
The third is wearing a type of cape behind him.
How gauche?
It is clear from their demeanors and their vague repetition of, how gauche, you're gauche. You have been cornered by a trio of your own doppelgangers who seem to be rippling with the same magic you saw from the Witch of the Wilds. Weapons drawn, they rush at your party. It's time to determine our order of attack. Let's roll for initiative! All right, Chester, what you got?
I got, that is a 7 plus 1 for an 8.
Excellent. Leighton?
Okay, that is a 2.
Plus?
Nothing. Oh.
Okay, great. And Timberlane?
That is a 13 plus 3 for a sweet 16.
Excellent. For your doppelgangers, I'll just roll 1 for all of them. They have a plus 2 to dexterity. That is a 16 plus 2 for an 18, which means that the doppelgangers will be going first. Then that will be followed by Tamberlane, then that will be followed by Chester, and then that will be followed by Leighton. Okay, Stomp, I'm gonna need you to help me cook with this a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so I think it's pretty obvious that Chester's main weapon is a hammer.
Yep.
Great, so Bro's got a big old warhammer.
No, dude, I got one of those.
Dude, I got one of those. He's gonna come over and he's gonna try and take your head off.
Oh!
Chester, what is your armor class? How hard are you to hit?
It's a 14. I'm wearing a crop top.
And you've pretty much set the scene here for what's going to happen. So your shadow entities of these individuals.
Yeah.
Plus 6 to hit, because that's what Chester's would have been.
I love you. Okay, so I have a +6 to try and beat a 14.
Oh, you're copying me. No.
So, we have a tradition here at the 20-Sided Tavern.
Whenever a player rolls a natural 1, they must don a hat of shame.
They also get a shot of shame, and
Yeah.
yeah, great. So, Cass, this is your last full show in New York. This is your first role in combat, and it's a nat 1, which means you're getting Malort.
In the afternoon.
What is this to, my love?
Yeah.
I am confident that I'm gonna get a TPK, which for the uninitiated stands for Total Party Kill.
Yeah, your own 3 NPCs.
Yeah, you're gonna kill Chester. That Chester.
Okay, you know what? This shot goes out to the funniest people in the universe that I'm sharing the stage with. I love you all so much.
Wow.
Oh, I forgot how bad that is.
That's the power of shame, baby.
Oh my god, that's awful.
Yeah, and may it fuel you to be better.
Oh my god, that's so bad.
No, and to think, that's what the Pope is made out of now.
You're ready for 7 weeks in Chicago, baby.
From Malort to Malord.
That's evil. That is evil juice. Okay, that's a critical failure.
Yes?
Okay, the second one, the latent-looking one.
Yeah, that's a late-looking one.
How does he attack? What do you
Well,
do? He's got
I'm
a.
read the cards or what?
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, you can use his mace if you want to use magic. I can help you.
Oh, let's do spiritual weapon for sure.
Okay, it's +5.
Great. What's your
Gonna
armor
be a
class?
1.
Plus 5.
+5, you're going up against a 16.
A 16.
Roll another 1. It'd be funny.
A little bit of pain because I'm not allowed to do back-to-back. So this is just lemon juice, which will be an interesting chaser. What is this one to, darling?
Oh my god.
You know, it is hard in this society to find your own self-worth and to believe in yourself. But I do think I may have crossed the line and I believe in myself a little too much. So this shot goes out to humility.
Can't spell humility without you. And mility.
All right, we got one more. So the Tamberlane-looking one.
The Chamberlain looking ass. What do you do? You're like a bard. Can I do you got Tasha Sidious laughter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
All right.
No, don't make a spell. Say make an attack. So you can roll another 1.
Alright, fine. What weapons do you have?
Dagger. Dagger are your sword.
Yeah, great. The Tamberlane looking ass pulls out a dagger. He's gonna try and throw it.
Great. It is another +5. You are going at a 13. You will roll a 1.
No, I won't.
Justin, please roll 1.
Oh, it would be so funny.
No.
This should be crazy.
What's the 4 1s in a trench coat?
Well, a shattered reroll. I'm in love with you. Okay.
I need you to roll damage for 2, and we're rolling biblically accurate damage. So it's 2 attacks on that Warhammer. I'm going to need you to roll 2d10
God damn it.
+3.
This is going to be quick.
Wow. Okay, that's great. Cool.
Cool, wonderful. And then the other one for a spiritual weapon is 2. Scrolling.
2d8?
8 plus 2.
2d8 plus. Yep.
I love this.
Ah, shit.
Great.
Oh, God. Okay.
Give me a picture. Tell me what happens.
Yeah, the first one, he's got his hammer and he goes up to you, Chester. He goes, dude.
Wait, are you me?
Wait. If you're me, then if I attack me, then
Yeah,
I'm attacking you.
me, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, it's easier.
Okay. He bonks himself in the head.
Try it again.
No, I think I'm good with just the one. And he takes 6 points of damage.
It was a crit fail. It will be double.
He takes 12 points of damage.
Very good. And the other one?
The second
Ow, dude! That looked like it hurt me.
Oh, dude, you have no idea. What did I roll? Spiritual weapon?
Yeah.
Great. Do you have a preferred spiritual weapon?
Peace.
Okay, he summons peace.
Oh, who's that?
You dare turn my own weapon against me?
Oh my god, you're so sexy.
Let me be very clear, handsome dragon person. There is only one Dr. Dragon, and he does not share power.
Fascinating. I'll have you know, sexy dragon person, that I am a god, and gods don't bleed. And she slices his arm.
What's that?
That is a lot of blood. I rolled 14 points of damage.
28. You nicked the important artery, or they...
Let me harvest some of it at least.
I've heard of self-suck, but this is ridiculous.
I hate what's happening so much. He died, but he's effectively used, so why don't you... Well, you don't need to take any healing. You're fine. Okay, great.
You're untouchable.
Okay, so that was maybe the worst round of combat I've ever had in my entire life. Timberlake, it's your turn. Give me some options. What could you do?
All right, we can either revisit my emo phase, or we can play Truth or Dare.
Okay, Tricksters, this is going to be your choice. Select A for emo phase, B for Truth or Dare. It's your choice.
I voted for it, but I don't necessarily know if I want it.
Yes! What are you doing here?
All right, I'm gonna call a death cab for this cutie. I am going to use minor illusion to revert myself back to like my emo Tamberlane days.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be DC 15 intelligence saving throw, death cab.
What is your intelligence modifier?
My intelligence modifier is a +0.
And I'm trying to beat a 14, you said?
Trying to beat a 14.
Wow, okay. Paint me a picture. What does this look like?
All right.
Oh my god.
Tamberlane takes a moment and like turns his back to the assailants that are charging him. Suddenly he looks up, despondency in his eyes. Dude, you sold out.
Oh my god.
You said we were never gonna wear capes.
No, but like, capes are sexy. Like, girls are into it, I think.
Yeah, heroes.
Yeah.
I remember we didn't want to be heroes, man. We stood for something. We made music that mattered, dude.
Oh my god, you're so right.
You're a poser, Tamberlane.
No. I'm real. I still want to fight the man deep down inside.
I may not be able to look at myself in the mirror anymore, but I don't need it. Because I have you beside me, pointing out all my failures, how far I've fallen, just how lonely and miserable we truly are.
No, it's only
Dear God.
We are so lonely though, and, well, I mean...
Well, I've been curious.
Well,
Do you want...
I've always wondered, do you want... yeah.
All right, I'm gonna need the three of us to roll for psychic damage.
Alright, fantastic. So that is going to be a success from our trickster, and that brings us to Chester. Give us some options. What could you do?
Yeah, I could turn him into a scarecrow, or I could take a trip to Oz.
Okay, Warriors. A for Scarecrow, B for Oz. It's your choice.
I pray you mean the novel and not the HBO show. B!
What are you trying to do here?
I'm gonna make 2 unarmed strikes to his down under.
Okay.
Yeah, that Oz. 2 + 6 attack rolls.
Great.
Those suck.
Wow. Holy Jesus.
What's your armor class?
14.
14.
So they both fail?
Yeah.
Interesting. Take me a picture.
Well, yeah. I won't even try to make an argument. This will be funny. Hey, me!
Oh, saw, dude.
Saw, dude.
Oh, dude, you're so cool, dude.
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 Oh no, they're in a dude feedback loop.
Oh no. Let's talk about, like, how some people think the Earth is round.
Dude, what is that, dude?
How can it be round, dude? The water will fall off.
Oh my god, like, also, like, where would the sun go?
Yeah, would it go around? Dude.
Dude, what do you mean? The sun doesn't move, dude.
Are we the smartest people in the world?
Okay, I'm gonna need the three of us to roll for psychic.
All right, this is going to be a failure from our warrior, which does bring us up last but not least to Leighton. Give us some options. What could you do?
Okay, I could either unleash the dragon or steal their souls.
Oh, I don't even know now.
Okay. A for unleash the dragon, B for steal their souls. It's your choice.
Some I'd like you introduced to the scale.
You've raised the stakes to a whole other soul caliber.
I mean, they're both good. I wanted to see the dragon.
I'm gonna get as weird as I possibly can this afternoon.
Okay.
My goal is to try and use the spell command to force the souls of the doppelgangers to merge with their originals. I want one timeline, please and thank you.
Okay.
Okay, TVA, I see.
Okay. Leighton's dead, so it's not going to apply to him.
Yeah, I'll drink the blood later, it's fine.
I'll pack it up in a bag for you to go.
Thank you, the top one would be great. Yes.
Cool.
Oh, yeah.
Roll, that's
roll.
actually gonna be you. DC 13.
DC 13.
What's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom, good. It's +2.
+2. I'm trying to beat a 13.
Sorry, for a save, actually, it's, yeah, +2.
What is it?
+5.
Okay.
Wait, Leighton's dead! It's them who's rolling.
Oh, that's very fair.
Yeah.
That is fair.
What's your wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom says 0.
Okay, that's yours.
+2.
I'm taking the 2.
Okay,
So take the 1.
Fine.
Add them together.
5. +1, I'm trying to beat a 13?
Yep.
I did everything I could.
Actually, I'm so curious. 2024 rules dictate that there's such thing as success with a consequence.
Oh, God.
If you miss the roll by 1 or 2,
True. Okay.
you can choose to succeed, but we will give you a consequence.
We're gonna be so messed up after this.
Please, we're already cursed. Lay it on thick, come on.
Okay, great. Go ahead and let it happen. Paint us a picture. We won't divulge what's going to happen in this moment.
I need at least a prick of your blood, both of you.
A prick of my blood.
Yep, there we go. Chester.
Just like the dentist.
The pair of you doppelgangers, I hate to tell you this. You're both mistakes. The originals are right here. And now, to make sure that everybody is fine,
Am I Leighton? I'm dead.
I have one word for each of you.
Oh, my head. I'm Chester. I'm a sellout.
Merge.
Dude, it doesn't feel right. Kids, what did you do? The timelines. Dude, I have memories from a time that I don't remember. Why? Who is Stacy? Why do I love her? Why can the only kiss that feels good be from my own lips? This guy smoked a cigarette. I hate cigarettes.
Okay, with this absolutely fascinating development,
I feel great.
no longer exist. This combat has been a resounding success.
You think you feel pretty great, but you absorb the entity of a dead individual.
Stop.
I'm going to keep watch on the clock, and every 5 real-world minutes that pass, I'm taking away 3 hit points.
Oh, that's hard.
And you are slowly dying.
Hey, don't worry. We can do this show in 60 minutes. I believe in us. Let's go. We can't even do it in 2.5 hours, Mustang.
Alright, let's blast through this so fast. Your medal has been tested. And so you make your way to the wizard's home.
We'll be fine.
Wait, hold on.
All right, what do you want now?
Tamberlane might be inside of me again, but I need something to remember him by.
What do you mean inside of you?
No, it's a matinee. I'm not unpacking the sentence.
Full transparency. Let's do this super quick. We don't have an item plan. Somebody shout out a mundane, not magical item they would find in the alley.
Cheese ball. Cheese ball.
Stapler.
Stapler.
Cheese ball.
All out, boys.
Red Bull.
Cheese ball.
Single slice of pizza. Rubber duck.
Cheese ball.
What?
Yeah, that's what this Becker.
A knife in a lemon?
That's very
The
specific.
year 1911? Just the concept.
No. I'm going with the idea of a knife in a lemon. Like, what a weird twist on the King Arthur legend. You can pull this knife from a lemon.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll keep it brisk.
Okay, fine. A knife?
In a lemon.
Do we have an item card that says knife and a lemon?
No.
Okay.
We may draw one.
Excellent. I have a Sharpie, you have a blank. Great. You do improv.
You see this? Tamerlane must have left it behind before he merged with me.
Oh man, if you start speaking in the third person, I'm going to crash out.
Touching this knife and a lemon, it gives me memories. Visions.
I mean, there was a great fable about this, that if you were able to pull the knife from the leaven, you got a year's supply of King Arthur baking flour.
That was your lemon and my knife. Chester tried to kill you.
Dude, I've seen the vision that you saw as well. The world that they come from is one full of disorder and chaos. One where friends turn against friend, brother against brother, sister against cousin aunt. It's crazy.
Okay.
And non-binary sibling against non-binary sibling.
Everyone, no one's safe. These doppelgangers must have been from an alternate dimension where everything that could have gone wrong went wrong. My knife, and I pull out an exact copy of that knife.
Wait.
And my lemon.
Wait. Go ahead. A knife and a lemon.
Nice.
I'm trying to get, I want more plot. I'm trying to see it. Yeah. Take it a thing. Okay, so you have your item and you make your way without further issue to the wizard's home. As you reach your destination, it's clear you're not in the Curious Hedgehog anymore. It's quiet. Suddenly, your attention is seized by something alarming. Through cracks in reality itself, a foul, unnatural mist seeps out onto the stone street before you. This must be the great calamity the wizard warned you of. The danger you will soon face, but not yet.
I nearly made you the lemonade, dude.
I didn't mean to do that to you, Chester.
It's this horrible purple stuff.
You shake the strange magic from your minds and turn to the home in front of you, where you seek the wise and mystical wizard Quincy. When you knock on the door to his home, you are greeted by an unfamiliar face. It is the wizard's apprentice. Somebody shout out a name for him. Judas! Judas! Were you the person who shouted out Judas? And you said Judas? It's Judas.
Of the Lady Gaga acclaim.
We just got a new pope, and this is how you break him in?
Hey, I'm Judas.
Slay.
Thank you. I was just working on my hardcore parkour.
Judas, how do you feel about alternate timelines?
Yeah, do you believe that there are other realities, other planes of existence that plague?
Absolutely. I also believe that the Earth is round.
Well, okay, let's
I can't trust you.
let's not get into politics here.
I recognize that there are greater forces out there than the ones that I can perceive with my own two eyes. I'm attuned to the greater world, to the greater universe. There are different planes of existence out there. I don't know if you know. I can feel them.
We did get cursed this morning. I think we've been pretty in tune with a lot of bullshit this afternoon.
Proof, you look bad. Are you dying?
Why would you mention that?
I can tell. I see everything. I'm Judas.
Have you always had this spot of your neck that was rotting?
What? Oh, now that you mention it. Oh, okay. Why would you do that?
It's tender.
The juices, strong.
Yeah, okay, I'm cutting this off right now. The apprentice goes, "Hey, guys! So good to see you again from the Curious Hedgehog. I see you met Judas."
Very trustworthy.
Sure, yeah, okay. Why don't you come inside? I have to tell you about the quest. Quincy beckons you in. Judas closes the door behind you. All right. This is going to be a bit of an exposition dump, so get cozy. The room around you seems to dissolve as the wizard's story comes to life. Over a century ago, I worked with a very powerful wizard. They were awe-inspiring.
But did they have an awe-inspiring name?
All right, let's get another name for this guy. You're raising your hand so politely. You right here. Jamal. How old are you? Another 11. I love it. Great.
11, make me a picture.
Okay, 11. Everybody make a wish.
And with that,
Wow, I love this.
Satan.
Is there a doctor in the house?
Yes.
Sorry.
Layton, are you all right? Do you need like a sip of water or something?
Yeah, if you're having the icy hot, that would be nice.
I can get it.
Okay, great. Here, I'll do my thing. You do your thing.
Okay, we'll be fine.
You must understand, though, Jamal was not evil. We worked together for years, and eventually we found ourselves meddling in magics we could not control. They became obsessed, driven by an insatiable desire for more power. This obsession caused part of the weave to become trapped within Jamal's body. They began exuding a strange haze. This grew and became a deadly and uncontainable miasma, distilled chaos. It caused unparalleled destruction. We called it the Havoc. I tried to fix it, but I couldn't. A council, known as the Watchful Order, took note of my failure and separated us, chiding me for allowing our study to take us down such a dark path. They imprisoned Jamal in a carefully hidden sarcophagus, locked in a stasis that kept him and the Havoc within them unmoving, unchanging, and inert. And I've spent a lifetime trying to forget the entire ordeal, but heroes, something has gone wrong. The binding is failing. Pockets of this Havoc have seeped into Waterdeep, warping and corrupting everything it touches. This nightmare cannot fall upon Waterdeep again. I must set things right before the Sword Coast. No, our entire reality is destroyed. Here is what I need the three of you to do. The wizard hands you a map. He says, search Waterdeep.
It's a tiny map.
It's so small.
You have to add water to it to make it expand.
Thank you, Temple. Blood also works, yes. Search Waterdeep, gather the most powerful magical items you can. We will need 6 in order to reattempt the binding ritual and seal away the Havoc. In fact, why don't you take this to get started? The wizard hands you a very magical item. You have received the Earring of Huge Musculature. Leighton, I want to thank you for calming me as the Curious Hedgehog.
Feeling better?
No, I am close to death, actually. Fantastic. All right. I wish you the best of luck on your journey. Just before he ushers you out the door, though, I just want to check in with everybody here. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. This is a fetch quest. Our heroes have to go out and get 6 powerful magical items. Depending on your successes or failures, some can be good items, some can be bad items. For example, Leighton calmed down the wizard, so we got a good item, the Earring of Huge Musculature. Make sense?
Yes.
Fantastic. All right. With that, you make your way out of the wizard's home and to go get items and hopefully save the world. Now, the complexity of Waterdeep is simultaneously abundant yet conceivable. It's broken down into a series of wards, 3 of which are available to you now, though you will only have time to fully explore 1. There's the Castle Ward, home to masters of both might and magic, the Sea Ward, a hotbed of invention and discovery, or the Dock Ward, where busy activity masks many secrets. But will we visit the Dock Ward, the Castle Ward, or the Sea Ward? It's your choice.
The Sea Ward!
You choose to visit the Sea Ward, and the apprentice bids you farewell.
Have you ever felt like your entire life's journey hinged on one pivotal moment?
No.
Damn. I wish I was that self-assured.
I know everything I have ever done has been perfect 100% of the time. I just make a decision, I stick with it, I live my life without regret.
God damn, that's hot.
Yes, it is. You?
I saw into my own eyes today, felt the brush of mine own lips, and I realized, I feel like I've traveled far away from my path. A path that may lead me to stab the lemon of my best friend.
I don't understand this metaphor, but...
It's not a metaphor, it's a lemon. And it's this knife.
Oh.
And it would look like this.
Oh!
That's what happened. This must never come to pass. I have to ask you to promise me something, Judas.
I make no promises.
God damn it, that's hot.
Thank you.
If it ever feels like I might turn against Chester and pierce the hide of his lemon, I want you to stop me, whatever means necessary. End me, kill me if you must.
And if it ever looks like I'm gonna stab Tamberlane, stab Tamberlane.
I'm gonna head off because I need to find the sarcophagus, but I'm gonna need you to look deep down inside and wonder why you can't take control of yourself, why you need somebody else to keep you accountable for your own actions.
Whoa.
Bye.
Man, just like my last doctor's appointment, that was a lot of growth.
You venture into the Sea Ward. Oh my god, I hated that. Per Judas's recommendation, you visit the House of Inspired Hands, a 3-story tall temple of Gond. The sights are fantastic, but it's the sounds that steal your attention. Players, give me a roll for investigation. I want to see if you can locate the source of the noise.
Yeah, Chester majored in investigation. He did? All right. It's a 12 plus 1 for a 13.
Okay, Lee.
Doctor and detective. Nope, that's a 9.
Great, and Timberlane.
My first band was Tamberlane and the Investigations. 12 plus 1, 13.
Wow, okay. You guys do not notice where the sounds are coming from?
You know, this place kind of sucks. Whoa! You think that too?
Instead, you find yourselves drawn to an alleyway. It's full of gadgets and gizmos aplenty. It is clear that a lot of research is going on here, and from among the various magical and mechanical appliances, you spy a kobold with large glasses and a lab coat. A scientist whose name, can I get a name for this guy?
Gerbil!
Hold on. Would you raise your hand, put your hands down really quick. Would you raise your hand if and only if today's your birthday? Do we have any birthdays? It's your birthday! Happy birthday! Do you know what a kobold is? Great. Can you give me a name for this kobold scientist? Douglas? Love him. Thank you. Oh my God,
Quincy,
Douglas.
Judas, Douglas, and ask not for whom the bell tolls, it tolls for you, bitch.
Oh my gosh.
My name is Douglas.
Douglas, I love your fur.
Thank you, that's very kind.
We get a second opinion on something. Our friend looks a little bit worse for wear.
You seem like a reptile of science. Look at this.
Oh my God, that's absolutely disgusting.
Okay, bedside manner, anything.
Oh, no, I'm not a medical practitioner, but it does seem to be pussing and oozing.
Yeah, he fused with himself from another timeline who's dead.
Really, that's fascinating. I would love to conduct some experiments
I
on
mean,
you.
if you want to, I'm standing right here. We have all the time, well, not all the time in the world might end. But in this alley, for at least, 5 minutes, we have some time.
Okay, what do you mean the world might end? What are you talking about?
Oh, yes, there's a catastrophic purple haze that is about 100 years old that's being released into the city. Could end reality as we know it. We'll work.
Really, really bad, dude.
Well, then you clicked it.
It's absolutely fascinating because you see that hole in my ceiling over there?
Yeah.
I feel like a beam of havoc usually exists and just kind of like keeps existing.
Oh!
Shit, fuck, there it is again.
All right. With this beam of havoc, it intrudes upon the space that you are in, and a bunch of wild windlings start flying around. And he goes,
Oh my God, I don't know what's happening, but please, you see, I have this contraption that will actually trap Whitling, but there's a riddle over there. You're gonna have to solve it in order to unlock it and trap him up.
and in fact, a riddle lock is not unfamiliar to all of you, but in order to solve it, it's going to take the mental might of all of us. So get those devices out. Stomp, tell us what our riddle is.
I shine brightest in the dark, I am there but cannot be seen. To have me costs you nothing, to be without me costs you everything.
Can you enter the correct answer and stop the windling's antics? It's your choice.
I'll read it aloud one more time. I shine brightest in the dark, I am there but cannot be seen. To have me costs you nothing, to be without me costs you everything.
Star. I'm trying. Air. Not air.
It doesn't hurt to give us the answer. Is it a star?
Anybody? Hope.
You get multiple guesses, too, so feel free to spam that shit.
Got it.
Hope.
You got it?
Got it. Hope. Pass it down. Hope.
Hope.
My players, go ahead and start facing your way back to the stage for me, please.
What?
You're welcome, my love. Because
This sounds like a bunch of
that is
disorder.
time, and enough of us got this correct. This has been a success. Well done. And that answer was?
As you shout out this word, the defense system activates. The windling are snatched by a magical mechanical hand and immediately transported back from when they came. You help Douglas set right what the flock had set wrong.
Oh my goodness, that was surprisingly helpful. I'm so grateful. But you know what? I do still want to help you while you are on your quest. Layton, if you'll turn around, you can see the giant interdimensional hole in my wall over there.
Why did you lead with this, my God?
Well, I think
It's true, there are other worlds, other dimensions.
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry, I don't like to show people my hole on the first date, but you seem pretty trustworthy, so,
It's very well maintained.
if you want to reach in there and collect something from the inside, it's certainly up to you, but, I would recommend you think about the way you approach.
My friends, we're going to give this up to you. How will our heroes approach this hole? Will they get grabby or will they focus first? It's your choice.
Did you put a glove over the hammer?
Yeah, I
Hey!
Why won't we be able to?
Just get grabby.
We got a house full of perverts. All right. One of our heroes is going in hands first, but who's feeling the most confident about a sleight of hand check? Friends, it's up to you. Who's going to do it? It's your choice.
I just got a manicure.
All right. That is going to be our trickster. While simultaneously, I tell you this.
Cassidy. fascinating. As Layton takes 3 more points of damage, Tricksters, we're going to keep you involved in this. You're going to have to demonstrate some dexterity of your own with a little finesse.
Yes, so my Tricksters, get those devices out and at the ready for me. You are going to do something different. You are going to do something called an over-under. This is very similar to the multi-click we all saw earlier, but this time the goal is for your collective taps to land the bar between those 2 lines up there. Land it just right, we'll add 5. Too far over, not far enough, I'm taking away 3. So, on my mark, get set, go!
Come on, Tricksters.
Come on, guys, you got it. Okay.
You got this, you got this. Let's get lucky.
Take it easy, take it easy.
All right, fantastic. That is going to be a success. So we will be adding 5 plus your sleight of hand.
Wait, my sleight of hand's 5 already, so that's a plus 10. 6!
Whoa!
All right, tell me what a 26 looks like.
All right, I jump immediately into this hole, and I see lemons stabbed with knives. This very same alley, desecrated, desolated. Chester!
Why did you do this?
It wasn't me! You have to believe. I pull out the knife.
Please, you must take this. Save your world before it ends up like...
What happened?
Mine! Layton, he...
Okay, Tamberlane, you are pulled back through this hole. You are absolutely going to take some psychic damage from that.
That looked like a PSA for scurvy.
I'm Carol Channing, and I'm from Broadway Actresses Fight Scurvy.
Right.
The lives and lemons and all the rage.
Tamberlane is going to take 6 points of psychic damage from whatever the hell that was. And we will say in this kind of like convoluted, messy haze, you can't quite figure out exactly what it is, so we're going to give it back to you, friends. Did Tamberlane pull out something spectacular or something stupendous? It's your choice.
Look at it, it's trapped in the skin of a lemon.
Stupendous!
Okay, Tamberlane, as you recover, you see that you have received not a particularly magical item, but you have received the New Year's glasses from the far-flung future of 1752. Please do not ask me how far in the future it is. I do not know when.
This is...
Did you get those from Chester?
I did.
I have a pair of those. They're freaking stupid.
No. I saw visions. I saw another world. I saw this very workshop desolated, destroyed.
In the portal.
Inside of the portal. It's another reality, another Chester. You were dead, man.
What a shock.
And Chester, you said that Layton was... You couldn't quite finish it, but you must be the key of something. Does this mean anything to you? Can we change this world, or is this fated to happen?
I mean, you could put those on and look fly as hell.
Come on, what happens?
You look fly as hell.
Listen, I know I can go on with the quest, but if you ever want to come back, I'd love to sample some of that pus.
Well, I might be dead by that point. Is there anything you can assist with now? It's crawling down my bloody arm.
Dude, why are we just showing holes and sampling pus, dude? We gotta get out of here.
That's a great question. You know what? Why don't you take my sending stone number and perhaps you can call me later and I'll see if I can cook something up for you. Good luck on your quest.
3.
That's my sending stone number.
He's an early adopter of the new technologies.
The longer you all stay here, the closer he gets to death. Let's go.
The 3 of you make your way out of the House of Inspired Hands. Continuing your search for magical items, you bump into Judas. Interesting. You've changed.
What do you mean I've changed?
You've seen something.
I've seen horrible things.
Yeah, I can tell. You look terrible.
Okay.
Oh, are you an empath?
What have you been up to?
Thank you for noticing. I've been working on the finding the sarcophagus. You look so much worse.
Again, bedside manner is crazy. Just a little bit of
I
tact.
just say
How do I look? Do I look good?
you look hot as hell, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've seen visions of this world ending. I don't know exactly what we're meant to do with this. It feels like every step we take forward, we just keep making certain that the most fatal catastrophes will occur. I'm scared, Judas.
Yeah, that's what you have to do in order to demonstrate courage. It is moving forward in the face of terror. You have to find the inner strength within yourself to follow your own path, to go on your own journey.
Damn, you must be listening to some really good podcasts.
Thank you so much.
Wait, Layton, I'm pretty dumb. Was that genius or is that bullshit?
I can't quite tell, and that's what makes a fantastic podcast.
Layton, maybe you should slow down.
No. If we slow down, then we're all doomed anyway, right?
Well, maybe there's time for us to run away, get out of here before it all goes to shit.
So what? We just abandon this world to its fate? We have to at least try, else none of this matters anyway.
We know that portal is there. We can go back to the portal, find another home, another reality.
You're insinuating that we go back to the future? That's never worked for me.
Okay, as you continue this conversation, you keep walking, and the next best location to search seems to be one of these two shops. Why don't we roll for perception to see if we notice anything interesting about either building?
Yeah, Chester has 20/20 vision, dude. That's a 6, just kidding.
All right, Layton.
Yeah, let's see something. No, damn it, that's an 11.
Timberlake.
10 plus 5.
Okay, the DC was a 15, so Timberlane has locked in.
I see visions!
All right.
Of what?
Timberlane, from your left, you hear the standard hustle and bustle of the market, but from your right, you hear a shouting, a stomping, and some screaming. Which will you visit? What will you find? It's your choice.
Beside one of these doors, calamity and danger awaits us! I can't quite tell.
What are we supposed to do? Run towards it or away from it? Whoa!
Right! You choose the building on the right and enter the glass blower shop. You see, however, you're not able to take in these beautiful prismatic effects of the lights as there's an animated armor that is stomping towards you.
Coming!
I would love it if we could kind of bring this challenge off the page a little bit. Do you have anything in mind?
I absolutely do. Yeah, let's use our surrounding environment here to rain down the armor. This is why I have a set of off-brand wooden blocks in the corner, babe. Let's use these.
Okay, let's play a game we all know and love but haven't yet acquired the official rights to. It's time to play Block Fall Down! 3 volunteers for Block Fall Down, preferably one from each cohort.
I want to, but I'm I love that for a name.
Hi, Fred. What's your name? Alexa, so nice to meet you. And what's your name? Jeremy, nice to meet you. Jeremy, Alexa, and who do we have over here?
Tonight we dance the tango, Maureen.
Maureen, so nice to meet you. Give it up for our volunteers, everybody. Jeremy, Alexa, Maureen, in a moment you're going to be playing a round of Block Fall Down. You will do this by coming forward one at a time. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, back to 1. Take a block from the tower and give it back to the person who brought you on stage.
Yes, no putting them back on top, no pulling from the top. We're gonna have 45 seconds to pull as many blocks as possible.
Yes, how many do we need in order for this to be a success?
I need 8 pull to call this a success, my love.
Beautiful. You will notice we have red, blue, and green blocks in our tower. At the end of this challenge, if we are successful, if we pull at least 8, the cohort with the most amount of their colored blocks pulled will be given a little treat. But your goal right now is just to get as many blocks into the tower as we possibly can.
All right, we have put an animated armor, though, here in the room. It's a bit of a challenging opponent. So let's make it harder. Let's have him play wearing our patented hair.
Oh, fantastic. We'll give you a second to get into costume. All right, beautiful.
Let me get prepared.
All right, looking good, Jerry. On stumps mark. Get set.
And go!
You got this.
There it is.
Go back. You got it. Yeah! All right, you got this.
Come on. There we go. Just under 30 seconds.
Good technique. I love it. Slow wiggle. Perfect. Laser focus.
All right, 15 seconds left. Give him your love.
All right.
That's all right. We got it. Keep going. There it is. 5 seconds left. Come on.
We have ever played.
It absolutely was, and there at the end, my count concluded, we pulled the most warrior, so our warrior is going to get the pocket advantage.
All right, RJ, this is an advantage, which means you can just call it at any time, just announce before you use it. You get to roll 2 d20 instead of 1 and take the higher of the 2 numbers.
Uh-oh.
I'm blocks!
You attacked by my mind.
over the glassware, it falls onto the animated armor, and it knocks it down in its entirety. And out of the chest cavity of the animated armor, this magical item ascends. You have received the spinning flower of time dilation. Whoa. Your discovery is interrupted, however, as Layton takes points of damage, and as the glassblower's inventory are rocked by a massive explosion. Something terrible has happened elsewhere in the city. You tug the spinning flower of time dilation away for safekeeping and search for the source of the commotion. Smoke, billows, flames hit the city skyline. Your surroundings become a bit too familiar, and you realize it is Quincy's home that is engulfed in flames! Burning pages litter the air, and you spy a mop of red hair ambling toward you.
Oh, Judas, thank God!
How are you?
It's in a mess! It's a disaster! Get out of there!
Oh, no, actually, I did this.
What?
You see, I found the source of the havoc, and it felt like an opportunity for me to come into my power and to kind of become the strongest, most powerful version of myself that I could become. And I don't make mistakes, and I don't have regrets, so I'm going to harness this power, and I'm going to become incredibly powerful.
Judas betrayed us! Who could have guessed?
His eyes flash a brilliant red as her skin begins to fall away from his body. You know, when the havoc was first created, I felt the chaos tear through the plains. I've searched for it ever since, and now that I found it, the three of you, and oh, by the way, the wizard totally killed him. Yeah, you're not going to stop me from harnessing it to fuel my internal power. You watch in horror as Judas transforms. Fractured horns burst through his skin as he transforms into an abyssal demon, the most dangerous entity your party and possibly the world has ever faced. And as the havoc builds, the demon's powers grow, threatening to conquer, corrupt, and devour your entire plane of reality.
Intermission.
And this is where we're going to take a brief intermission. We will return shortly to the conclusion of our quest, but until then, hail and well met! Hail and well met! Hope we all had a good break. We're going to jump back into this thing. Previously on the 20-sided Tavern.
On last act's episode.
Looking good. Quincy's apprentice Judas had revealed himself to be a shape-shifting demon, hell-bent on releasing the havoc and harnessing its chaos. You watch helpless as the demon towers over you, chaos magic crackling over his infernal form. He raises his fists to strike, and suddenly, from the rubble, a fireball flies toward the demon. Out of the ashes, the wizard rises, bloodied but breathing. Guys, Judas betrayed me.
In every one of my visions, you didn't survive.
Can you see the future?
I don't know if it's the future or another reality or things that will be or might be. But this, you being here right now, is a wrinkle in Judas's plan.
Wow, holy shit, is that an abyssal demon?
Yeah,
oh my
yeah,
that's Judas?
Yeah, the whole transformation sequence, it was very cool.
Alright, let me have a conversation with him.
Crack your knuckles to have a conversation.
Yes, because I realized at this moment that I would be having a conversation with myself, and that's not something that I think anyone here is particularly interested in. So, we have a better plan.
We really do. One of you is about ready to make your off-Broadway debut. We would love to find someone to share the stage with us and have some fun, read some lines. So, devices at the ready.
Yes, get those phones out. Stomp's going to send an election to your device. If you'd like to come up here on stage, share the lights, get in a costume, please select yes. Select no if you want to hang out in the house, no pressure.
Yeah, here in a moment, one of you is going to receive a notice on your phone that says you were chosen. If it's you, hold that phone up high so that we can see you and just be honest because we can tell. It'll also say come to the stage. Everyone else's will say stay in your seat.
We got to come to the stage.
Yay!
Bring that phone with you. Let me check it.
Oh, it's an early birthday? And I love that you chugged that drink.
Julian, I can hold that for you. Julian?
Julian?
This one.
Give it up for Julian, everybody!
This man got ready to make his off-Broadway debut and slam bag of vodka soda. I'm here for it.
I am one shot of Malort in. I'm right there with you. All right, Julian, come on down. RJ's going to help you get into costume. Will has your microphone. Make sure you keep your phone out. That's where your lines are going to come. Stomp.
Baby doll.
This is my final time DMing.
Yes.
You know how desperate I am for a TPK.
Okay.
Do you
I am pulling my weight. You rolled 2 1s.
I'm trying my best. Chester has 65 hit points.
Okay, well, curse the other 2 and I'll see what I can do.
All right. Okay. Fantastic. All right. Climbing out of the rubble, Quincy rises. With a blast of arcane power, power, he staggers the demon.
How could you?
Chaos is inevitable, and only a fool believes otherwise. I'm gonna wield the havoc, and I'm gonna remake the world as it should be, ripe with entropy and disorder.
Heroes, this is a very bad. The havoc is a corruption of the weave of blight on the face of magic. We can let it escape further into the world.
Yeah!
Once I reach Jamal's sarcophagus, it will be too late. The havoc will be mine to command.
Then we will have no choice but to destroy you and bind the foul force for good. Speaking of good, I, Juliet, would like to say what a good time I'm having at 20 Sided Tavern.
You'll never stop me. With a hiss, the creature darts past your party, scurrying toward the outskirts of the city.
Quick! After them!
Every bit of your focus is on pursuing Judas and bringing him to justice. You dodge left. You dodge right. You leap over an overturned cabbage cart. You duck under a low-flying pigeon. What's this? You crash through a swarm of enchanted dancing beetles. Oh no, the dancing beetles bite you. You start to dance as the venom courses through your veins, infecting your muscles and forcing you to dance. Ceases as you pursuit leads you to one of the most beautiful ward, the city of the dead. Gravestones and mausoleums abound, and you finally corner Judas. You ready a defensive stance as the apprentice prepares a deadly attack. And this is where we'll keep our volunteers safe by sending you back to your seat. Give it up, The apprentice unleashes his psychic attack and the world around you warps. To resist this attack, we're going to rely on you, adventurers. Devices at the ready.
We're going to be full group multi-click, so what you're going to do is that button's going to appear, tap as many times as you can for your collective taps, and your goal is to get the bar above that line up there. If you two are heroes, will be spared. If you don't, I'm causing some pain. So on my mark, get set, go!
That's just voice! Hands! It's gonna light him phone!
Oh no, let me roll my 2d10 plus 2 damage.
The knife has pierced the lemon. It has begun.
Okay.
The unraveling of the world is before us.
How much damage?
As the world around you warps, your minds each take 18 points of psychic. Seizing the advantage his tack has created, the demon escapes and races toward Jamal's tomb. Heroes, are you doing all right?
What the hell does it look like?
I stabbed this lemon with my knife.
Oh,
And I stabbed this knife with my lemon. We have two now.
Oh.
Look.
What? How do you know which one's magical and which one's... are either of them magical?
Oh, shit. This one we picked up from our doppelgangers, infused with magic from another dimension. This one.
Hold on. As a master of the arcane, I can certainly tell which one... Oh, shit.
Don't do that.
Oh, you're a wizard!
Yes I am. I don't know which one's magical, and I hope you keep track of it.
If only we knew what to do when life gave us lemons.
Okay.
God damn it! When will science deliver for us?
I am so incredibly sorry. That was so funny. I'm going to
Please
give you
do.
a pocket advantage.
Yeah. Okay, so clearly, well, now they are certainly mixed up, and you have no idea which one's which. All right. Timberlake, that is very impressive, and I see that you have a magical item, but did you collect the other 5?
Yes, 4 more.
5 total. Okay, well, that means that we still need 1 more underground, but we can certainly find it. Really quickly, let's reconvene. Let me tell you about the ritual that we must perform in order to seal away the havoc once again. Years ago, the Watchful Order used 6 powerful artifacts to power the first ritual. The wizard unfroze a piece of parchment. The original artifacts were these. From the orcs, a physical trophy, the Ring of Giant Strength. From the halflings, a reflex-enhancing tool, the Speed Flint. From the dwarves, a protective piece of armor, the Unyielding Helm. From the gnomes, a strange ocular device, the Spectacles of Plains Viewing. From the elves, an insightful book, the Tome of the Sage. And from the humans, a piece of courage. Did you just eat the lemon?
He ate the joint.
All right, you're smoking?
It's been a tough day.
You're not going to share? Okay, for all of us. Alright, the last one is the, coin of incidental luck, I don't care. The items that you have gathered will evoke the power of the original. Don't you want to share with this guy? What's your name?
Jim,
Jim, who's also here now. Alright.
yard shift.
Oh, fantastic. Alright, the items you have gathered will evoke the power of the original artifacts, but you have to activate them in the same order. And, Tamberlane, between you and I will be using my life essence to channel the ritual. So if you have collected bad items, it will harm me, but I trust that you have collected powerful magical items and that I will be okay. Because if I die, the ritual will fail and the world will, as we know it, end.
And I must confess something in you.
Yes.
We will keep you safe. But you must know, I traveled to the other dimension. I saw the plane of pierced lemons. They told me, the different Chester, the different Leighton.
Yes.
They said that Leighton was the key.
You shouldn't have said his name, dude.
Delicious. Yes, let's away and get to the burial chamber before Judas does. And with that, you make your way underground to the havoc pooling around your bodies as you venture deeper and deeper into chaos.
God, when that spell hit, I saw visions of that other world. Well, I saw two other worlds. One where I was an office worker who randomly counted numbers. It was very strange. But dude, I feel like we weren't supposed to fight each other.
You don't think that what I saw meant that we were meant to come to blows? Then what? What could we make sense of these visions?
Maybe the knife was meant to cut the lemon. What else are you supposed to do with lemons other than squeeze them?
Guess what good is a lemon if it's not squeezed?
Leighton, is there something you're not telling us?
The witch in the hut all those hours ago feels like a lifetime. It brought me a glimpse of the future. I am supposed to die today. Shocking, I know.
But you always look so healthy. You always ate your zinc.
True. I know. Well, I ate an apple today, and you know what they say about apples.
No! It'll take you away! You're a doctor!
And as the havoc thickens around you, Quincy pipes up. Heroes, I hate to interrupt, but please be on the lookout. The closer we get to the heart of the havoc, the more chaotic the surrounding magic will be. And to reflect this unpredictability in the weave, Stomp has concocted the chaos chart.
At various moments throughout the rest of the quest, a D100 is going to be rolled, and an effect will activate much like a wild magic table. Some effects will be helpful, some will be harmful, and some are going to be downright silly because I got martini drunk the other day.
Okay, this will be the first of those moments, so let's see what happens.
What'd you get, babe?
Stomp, my love. Tell me what, that looks like a 56 to me.
56? That is Druid, where's my car?
Oh, fascinating.
Roll a D6 for me.
Okay, that's a 5.
Very good. That's going to be our trickster. Our trickster is going to lose their memory of something specific.
Oh.
Interesting. Do you know what it is? You're smiling like
I'm thinking like I got an idea, but I'm excited to hear what you say.
Okay. Okay. I think you have forgotten what you did immediately before this quest, right before the Curious Hedgehog. Your memory starts at the Curious Hedgehog.
Well, my entire life is forgotten before this.
Well, it's something very specific. So are you saying the witch?
I was trying to be coy about it, but yeah.
Unfortunately, I have wrote it down to be specific.
Okay. You don't remember the witch. You don't remember the cottage in the woods. You don't remember that you're cursed.
I feel suddenly full. Like there are two bards inside of me fighting to get out.
Funny you mention that.
What do you mean?
Well, there was another... You know what? If you're resolving your trauma by forgetting about it, I'm not going to interrupt that journey for you.
Stopping your location, you notice there are several paths leading further underground.
Unfortunately, our last audience really, they sucked. So, we've been ushered down a difficult path. Best of luck!
Alright, you emerge into a domed stone room whose acoustics are so specific that every sound reverberates exponentially.
Damn.
Every footstep, every breath, you feel as if you can hear the blood pumping through your veins.
Bless you.
And we will say, as you get your bearings in this room, there is an individual standing in the corner that we will say Leighton and Chester recognize, but Tamberlane, you don't.
Oh no.
Oh shit, it's the Blair Witch.
Interesting to see you three again.
Again?
Have you forgotten?
It's been a long day.
He got hit by a purple streak of lightning.
And my pockets are filled with lemons, I don't know why.
Well, you came to my cottage in the woods.
Yeah.
We spent a lovely afternoon together.
I don't doubt that for a second.
There was a whole thing with like timelines and, dude, our day has been so much worse after we met you. Not all of it your fault, but you know, causation.
I hope that you have been enjoying the curse I gave you.
Well, I want to put down my hammer.
And?
I want to put it down, dude. I don't want to hurt people.
Oh, you want to put down your hammer, but you're not offering an apology or any kind of sorry for the way that you treated me?
Well, you know, I just thought you looked more wealthy than me, so I thought you'd pick up the check.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm terribly sorry, Madam Witch. It has been a very trying day, and you are not at fault for that, but I do wonder, if we saw you in the woods, why are you down here meeting us again?
I didn't know that you were coming down here. There have been strange goings-on with the weave. There have been these interesting purple mystical clouds that I have been investigating. I'm trying to... What is going on here?
And lo, the witch did stride down into the darkness beneath, and she did meet the heroes three. One with hammer in hand, another losing blood by the moment, and the mind of the third faltering in every step.
Oh my
Fat
God.
balls.
He's prophesying.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Tamburlaine.
There's something inside that needs to come out.
The bathroom's that way.
I would love it if you... Would you... Stop it. Would you make me an Arcana check?
I can definitely Arcana do that. Arcana, I got a +1. I want to bardically inspire myself.
Go ahead, roll that.
Okay, roll your D8 first.
All right, you can do this, Timberlake.
Yeah.
7. So it's went from a 7 +1 more Arcana +8.
Oh.
3. Oh wait, 3 + 8 for an 11.
The DC for this check was an 18.
I hear you. You only have the one, and I need everyone to agree. So, if you would like to save your reroll, let me hear you. If you want to use your reroll, let me hear you. Reroll.
All right, fantastic. We are doing an Arcana reroll, which means it's an intelligence reroll, so we're going to be doing a spelling bee.
Ooh,
Hell yeah.
yes, very good. So we are going to
E.
Very good. No. All right, so everyone, device that nether, and I'm going to pause that real quick so that I don't lose my spot on my timer for Will's life. My cohorts, everyone get those devices out at the ready. I'm going to give you all a word to spell, and you're going to have to type it into your devices. Now, this is D&D proper now, so autocorrect is probably not going to help you. You're going to have 30 seconds for this. I need enough of you to spell this correctly for me to call this a success on your end.
Yes, and if you are successful, and Diego is also successful in his challenge, then did you just show him the word?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a different word than that one because I realized I shouldn't have looked at it.
You heard. I have a backup.
All right, different word.
You will be doing it. So here's the gag. You're doing a different word. They're doing their word. You got me?
Got it.
Great. Cool. So if you roll here, it's okay. So everyone out there, your device is out at the ready. Your word, my lovely adventurers, is going to be Uthgar. All right. On your marks, get set, go. It's Uthgar.
I wish I hadn't looked because I definitely can spell this one.
I know you and I were thinking, and we definitely think that it was a charade.
Yeah,
I went charisma based because of who you are. No, you're so fine.
I can't. Oh, I can do it again. What is it? You try.
Oh, you already got it right, dang.
All right, keep going. Very good. All right, that is time. We're going to see how you all did here in a minute. Very good. Now,
I tried to do it.
For your spelling bee,
Not working.
can we make him spell it out loud backwards, whatever the word is?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. He hasn't heard it either way.
Great.
Your word is Raceland.
Raceland.
Oh.
Raceland.
Yeah.
Raceland. Out loud and backwards.
Uh-huh.
N-I-L.
Okay.
T.
Yep.
S-I-A-R. Raceland.
That is correct. And enough of my cohorts out there got this correct. This has been an overwhelming success. You are
All right, you're rolling with advantage, so you're rolling twice. We'll take the higher of the two.
Oh, behind the back. Oh,
Good technique.
That is a natural one. All right.
Can't go lower than that.
You will be getting a hat of shame and a shot of shame.
Wait.
What is this to, my love?
Oh, what?
It is such a human shame that everything that we've been doing for this past year, it's not coming to an end, it's coming to a pause, but each and every one of you have changed my life for the better, and it's a shame I'm not going to see you all every day anymore. Cheers.
Okay, fine. I suppose you can take the higher of the two rolls. That's what advantage does anyway, so roll one more time.
Hey, dear, that was really
Come on,
sweet.
come on.
Roll another one.
Plus your 8 for a 15.
Okay,
Founding theories, eh?
so that's going to be a failure.
There's something inside of me! It needs to come out!
Okay.
Please, Witch of the Wood! Guide me!
So,
Tell me what to do!
stop, hear me out, hear me out, hear me out.
Okay.
I know we took the higher of the two, and the one shouldn't have any consequences. But he's wearing the hat of shame. Can we give him a little consequence?
Wow.
You are horrible, but I am a lawyer for Hasbro, and they don't let me do that with advantage. So it's just a normal failure.
Fine.
Just give him a success with consequence. Please.
Success with the consequence is like 15 away from the DC?
Yeah.
No. Alright.
There's so many realities, so many possibilities flooding my eyes.
You know, Tamberlane,
Yes.
as a witch, I am attuned to the arcane, and I could cure you in a brief moment. I could alleviate your mind from everything that troubles it, everything that ails it.
Please, help me forget more. Alleviate this burden from my skull.
We had a lovely afternoon together. The least you could have done was called, but instead you're pretending like you don't even know me. That is so low, so hurtful. I'm going to give you a bad item with no other repercussions. Not even a little D4 of psychic damage.
I'm not gonna make it a crit failure. You are the DM.
You're in charge!
I'm the DM! Alright!
Dungeon Master!
You've received the Calm Times Almanac, and the witch's words are so scathing. You'll also be taking
Why do I feel the faint memory of a gossamer touch on my lips?
3 points of damage.
That was you earlier.
Because you kissed the goose, dude. You don't remember though.
I don't remember a lot. The beginnings of this day are murky, blurry. And goddamn, there's a lot of citrus in my pockets.
We can't focus on the past, Tamberlane. All we have is the road ahead of us. It is trepidatious, but we have to walk it.
And what if walking down this path is the one that sets the world to ruin? I saw the desolation. I saw with my own eyes. I saw you dead. Dying. I can't lose my friends.
I would rather risk everything than run away from this. If I have to give my life for a chance for both of you and the rest of the world to survive beyond this day, then that's a life worth giving.
I see it. What do you see, Chester?
I see the lemons, dude. The lemons and the knife? That wasn't us killing each other, dude. We were making...
Ow.
There's some sort of horny specter in there. To the horny dimension.
I'm gonna need the three of us to roll for psychic damage.
I guess it could be true. In another reality, we could be making out right now.
No, but in this reality, we were together. Yes, we were trying to... We were making that lemonade.
Lemonade. By the gods, it checks out. Chester, you might just see the edge of the earth before this day is over.
I'm gonna put a pin in this for like narrative purposes because I love the tension and I want to draw it out, but also we do need to keep moving further. So we will say you venture deeper underground, and the influences of the havoc on this underground maze are many. Oh, heroes, look out! There's more bullshit in the weeds. The chaos chart activates once more.
What'd you get, sexy?
31.
31. Okay, that is going to be... It's TST the musical. Yeah! Roll a d4.
That is a 2.
Very good.
Hilarious. Mr. Champion. Oh, after taking 3 points of damage. Moving forward, the havoc has infected your brain, and anytime Leighton speaks, he cannot. He can only sing.
The witch's curse, it travels through my mind.
We'll have to go further in order to find something!
Don't touch him, he's infected with the havoc.
I don't care. He's my friend.
These are my friends.
Oh, we went from into the woods to Sweeney Todd so fast.
Don't worry.
This is brilliant, but I do need to get the four of you to the end of this story, the end of this narrative, to the Abyssal Demon. So let's keep going.
Stop.
Oh, baby.
I have not been able to do damage today, but you have. Could you, DM for a little bit and see if your luck runs over?
I got it. Let's see what happens here. We'll start with this. The rocks come crashing down. We're going to have to hold them up, and the path ahead will be blocked, and I'll be forced to do some damage. So let's do a full group multi-click, getting our collective tabs above that line. Ready, set, go! You're only taking 1 point of damage. Move on into the next room here, and then in front of you, you see that there's a pool of viscous, bubbling liquid. You are going to need to traverse over a path of stones, but you're going to need to do so very carefully. So we're going to do an entire group over under, getting our collective taps to land between those two lines. Ready, set, go!
Yo, y'all got please.
Oh!
Stop!
The path ahead of you splits, and you are presented with two options. Yeah, I think the Havoc latched on to those last few bars you spat, Mr. Champion. And what's that? To the east, Sweeney Todd. To the west, into the woods. We're going to do a tug of war here. We're going to choose a side, and we're not going to stop tapping until the election is over. What's it going to be? West for the woods, east for Todd. Ready, set, go!
East for what? East for the woods.
Oh! West! You dashed down the west path. The melodies warp your mind. Let's see who is suffering and how this whimsy will affect you. That is going to be our warrior and our trickster, and the two of you have become stunned. Which means moving forward, you will immediately fail any strength or dex saving throws, and attack rolls will have advantage against you.
No more witches. Oh, curses. Behold, the wolves of the lives of the chronic ironic reverses.
We have to. I can feel myself fading.
Please, no more.
And with this surety strong at heart, you continue on closer and closer to Jamal's resting place. The underground room into which you emerge is immense.
I've seen bigger.
Carvings, and markings that should have kept this vessel's form still for centuries. The Havoc is at its strongest here, and the Chaos Chart activates once more.
My love.
55. A lot of 50s.
5. Okay. No, we can't do that one.
Oh, we just
same
did
thing
it.
as the other one. Roll.
Okay, new one. 85.
85. Keeping on down. That's going to be halftime chat.
Oh, fantastic. I love this one. All right. That's very funny. So that's also going to be our spellcaster. Will, give us a like a halftime chat, like in like a sports style. Give us a recap of the quest so far. We'd love to check in, hear the coach's thoughts. Go ahead.
And Sports Centaur goes live too. And so we are here in the middle of the tomb of the dead here. The Havoc is pulling around our heroes, and things are looking absolutely terrible. Can they get these quests, these items into the back of the net before their lives run short? Well, I just don't know. We'll have to find out. That was very good, Bill. It's the last midnight.
No! No, it can't be! No, Leighton, you're not meant to drift off just yet.
Don't you fret.
The prophecy. Wait, altogether, what if the lemon and the knife save him?
So, Leighton has just hit 0 hit points.
Yeah.
Stop, we just killed someone.
I know, which means it's time for a death saving throw!
In the game of Dungeons and Dragons, When a player's hit points hit 0, they have 3 opportunities to roll above a 10 to see if they can stay alive. We don't have time for all of that, so we're just going to do one monumental death saving throw.
Which means everyone, all cohorts, you are going to be completing one very challenging over-under, getting your collective taps to land in between those 2 lines up there.
Alright, listen to this. This is very important. If you are successful, Will will be rolling with advantage, but if you fail, he will be rolling with disadvantage. So, let's see if we can save a life tonight. On, stop, smart. Get set!
Go!
Please! Please! Slow down! Slow down!
Alright, my darling Will,
That hurts so
the
much.
AC you need to beat on this is simply a 10.
A 10. Okay, we can do a 10. First roll, here we go.
1.
Who just said that?
Now, I already have a plan, but if you crit succeed, I will change it up a little bit.
Lend me your energy!
It was an advantage! It was an advantage!
Have a slight consequence. It is an advantage. It is
Sorry.
an advantage.
If you had a plan for him to, if something happened with a nat 20, surely there's a plan if something happened with a nat 1.
That means it goes back to the tent. Allow me to elaborate. It's all right. It's okay.
I want to kill him so bad.
You do get a shot of shame, and you do get a hat of shame. What is this to, my love?
This one, it's the last time I'm going to get to say this on this stage. Lately, it has been a terrible, horrific shame to wake up in this country and figure out that we are living in a horrific oligarchy, but it is a thrill to be in a room full of people I would happily revolt with.
So, here's the deal. Now both halves of Leighton have met death. You are coming back to life. You are coming back with just 1 hit point.
Great.
That's still
However, because you have died and met your other, you will no longer suffer any more damage every 5 minutes.
Still back.
Okay.
Wait, we're delighted to see his eye! Hooray! He's back!
Holy shit!
Hey, we returned!
Wow, impressive.
Judas!
Hi.
I can't tell if you're actually impressed or if you're just being sarcastic.
Oh, sorry.
You suck!
Listen, it's understandable. I'm like really cool and aloof, so it makes sense. I am being sarcastic though. I don't think that was impressive at all.
Oh, what? So coming back from the dead is just another day's work for you then?
Like, I don't know, if you're weak enough to die in the first place, it feels like that's kind of a personal problem.
Judas, I thought the other guy was supposed to come back from the dead, not you.
Christianity has not spread to Faerun. I don't know what you're talking about.
When you have been to other worlds, I've seen the desolation you've wreaked on other planes, what you've done to other Chesters, other Leightons, other Tamberlanes. How can you live with yourself? Entire worlds consumed, crushed under your fist. You disgust me, Judas.
Listen, just because I am not afraid to take power and to use it, and because the 3 of you are massive cowards who are too scared to do anything about the future and just kind of, uh-oh, the Havoc's running amok. I have no control over the situation.
Too afraid, you say? Too afraid to take command of the situation? Well, if you want to take power so much, have some of this, and I'm going to try to infect Judas with the curse. If I'm done with it, I can give it to somebody else, right?
Oh, I love playing by the It Follows rules.
Let's have you make an Arcana check.
Very good.
Because you're trying to redirect it, we'll say if you fail, you give it to yourself again.
No, don't do it.
Do you know a scene from Dragon Ball where like Goku holds up Raditz? Like, I want to try to grab the apprentice and like so that he can like have an advantage on it. And if he fails, I get it.
I love it. So, do we need to want to roll for grappling real quick?
No, I think it's fine. I think Chester's beefy as hell.
Cool.
So just...
So advantage maybe for the hold?
I think you just said that the hold is going to happen, and advantage is going to happen on the hold. Yeah.
Yeah, but no. You're going to take hella damage with this curse.
Okay.
If he fails.
Bardic inspiration?
Yeah. We are really moving, my boys.
I believe this is the one where we succeed. 5.
Alright, we're gonna make this hard. DC 19.
19. I have a +1 to Arcana, +1 to 5.
+5.
+6 with advantage. Here we go.
That's not gonna.
That's gonna be a 50.
Okay. Alright, paint this picture.
So, as Leighton reaches out, why don't you take this? Leighton's arm sprouts these Icarus black tentacles.
Okay.
On the city of my first. And riddles your body with Icarus filth.
Okay, we will say this does succeed, and because you were able to help, when you grapple his arms, the apprentice was going to try and shoot a counterattack at you, but instead, his arm is redirected, and so he shoots a chaos bolt, which pins the wizard to the chaos bolt. You tried it, by the way, but it's too late. The wizard is fully... Is he alive still?
Well, what is alive but if close to death?
The wizard is close to death, we will say. He sags unconscious against the wall and will not be able to help you.
But in 3 days he will rise again.
I need to write that down in my scriptures.
Alright, fine.
This
The
is my new
apprentice,
stuff.
Judas, with a resounding blow, he strikes the stone sarcophagus in the center of the room, threatening to unleash the havoc. And a tendril of this purple chaos, this purple smoke, wisps out, and he inhales it very quickly, and you can see, bolstered by this havoc magic and fusing with the magic inside of him, he's using it to shift his shape, to transform himself. You hear his bones cracking, his skin ripples down his arms. He's becoming something bigger and badder and deadlier than ever before. Stomp, what does he become?
See, before we set out on our quest, we solicited from all of you nouns and adjectives, and these were to help us generate our big bad evil guy at the end of the campaign. So to find out what our heroes are going up against, I am turning to your suggestions. Our heroes are going to be facing an evil...
An evil?
Polyamorous... Bob Ross. Bob Ross you up.
Okay, we will say the 3 of you see in this chamber, the ground begins to ripple beneath your feet. Shimmering lights seem to transcend and stick to the chaos walls. You see moon trees.
Oh, happy little tree, look out!
You see a waterfall.
Happy little waterfall, look out!
You see beautiful birds screeching through the skyline. They aren't moving, but it feels alive somehow. It feels ominous. We're all cooked?
Yeah, you're ready to go, Mr. Ross.
All right, and with that, the demon's transformation is complete, and a truly terrible evil stands before you. He has succumbed to his own chaotic ways and taken on a new form. Noble patrons of the 20-sided tavern, I introduce to you for the first and final time your truly unique creation, the evil, polyamorous Bob Ross. As you face down this terrifying creature, let's determine our order of attack. It's time once again to roll for initiative! All right, Chester.
That is a 16 plus 1 for a 17.
Excellent. Wait.
That's 10.
That's it?
Timberland.
19 plus 21.
Excellent. I have a roll for Bob Ross. Thank you for my +5 to dexterity. Someone in the house gave me this, and I rolled a nat 20 at the top of the show, so I'm going to see if I can kill them with it.
1.
All right,
That was
that's 8.
so close.
+5. What's math?
For a 13.
Thank you. Great. So that is going to be Tamberlane first and foremost. Yes, that's true. And then it will be Chester, and then it will be Bob Ross, and then it will be Leighton. Thank you. Okay, before any of you can react, though, Bob Ross is going to take a layer action. He's going to attack all 3 of you at once. So, he... Oh, the mustache is shedding. It's in my mouth.
Welcome to manhood.
That is so gross. Okay,
Well,
you. I'm sorry.
yeah.
He takes his paintbrush, and as he paints this beautiful imagery, you find yourselves you cannot look away from the gentle strokes that he is making, just seemingly in the air, and these gentle, tiny little strokes are creating just such a fascinating image you're finding it so challenging to look away, I'm gonna need each of you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Thank you, wisdom saving throw. Ah, that is a 12 plus 0.
Okay.
Big brain. That is a 9 plus 5 for a 14.
Okay.
With save, I got a +2. Oops.
Excellent. So, fascinating. All three of you are going to fail, and you see Bob Ross paints a giant tree. And he says, not an apple tree, it's a pine tree. As Timberlake takes a bite out of this pine cone, the two of you find yourselves also drawn to take bites out of this pine cone.
Take this fruit, it is delicious!
Yeah. Okay.
I'm overwhelmed by the urge to not wear pants anymore. Return to our natural state.
The pine cones are imbued with this havoc energy. And those of you who ate it, which I believe are all three because you all failed, are going to take 12 points of damage.
Oh, no!
You said 12?
12. He's the BBEG, bro! Stop, we killed two of them.
I know you have, and here's where we sit right now. I have to pull an emergency cord. We are switching to something called ghost rules. You are not gone, my friends. Your spirits are still tethered to this plane. There's still more for you to do. You are going to be ghosts. You are still going to be here to help Chester. I'm not sending anybody home. You'll just have disadvantage in whatever you do.
Moving forward. Okay, great. With that, Timberlake, it's your turn. Give us some options. What could you do?
All right. I can either put the fear of prophecy inside of Judas, or we can condemn this reality for all time.
Okay. Tricksters, A for prophecy, B for condemn the reality. It's your choice.
Hey, man!
Condemn the reality. What are you trying to do here?
I've seen the different possibilities of what could happen if this goes wrong. I know that Leighton dying was part of this. I know that Chester and my lemons have done the thing. I want to try and lean fully into the havoc, doing what any good, overly religious person does and speak in tongues.
Okay.
This is a DC 15 charisma saving throw for Bob Ross.
Great. Stomp gave me a +7 to charisma because Bob Ross, Riz Lord, makes sense.
And wait, you already rolled?
Yeah, I failed.
All right, never mind. I'm good.
Okay. Paint me a picture. What does this look like?
For too long, I felt that something inside of me was trying to come out. And I'm trying to stamp it down and hold it back. Hold it back! Ah! Judas, 3 worlds ago, you destroyed me. I stand in the aftermath of your wreckage and ruin. Why did you destroy Fey Walk?
Wait, it's not a joke. I don't get it.
And now you moved on to face sprinting in Elfrey Room!
Okay, alright, yeah, fine, sure. Timberlake, I destroyed you in one life, I'll destroy you in the next, I'll destroy you in the next, I will find you down, I will hunt you, I will end you in every
And you know that the way that our souls are intertwined, I will seek you out as well. In every reality here and thereafter, you are doomed to find me and destroy me. Look into my eyes as you do it once more. Yeah! I didn't roll damage, did I?
You did, yeah, it's 3d8.
Can you roll for me?
Yeah, of course.
3d8?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Listen, tongues do damage. Alright, you're going to be taking 11 points of tongue damage.
At the beginning, we'll do it at the end. Sure.
Will it?
I don't know.
Alright.
It's Sunday!
Alright, 11 points of damage. That is a success from Timberlake. That brings us to Chester. Hey, your friends are dead. Give us some options. What could you do?
Oh, God. I could give in to the curse or fight the Infinity War.
Fight
the Infinity War!
Curse B for Infinity War. It's your choice.
B, babe!
All right, what are you gonna do here?
This is going to be functionally Ancestral Protectors. I'm going to reach into the other universes and pull out the other surviving Chesters who are all pissed off that you killed their friends.
Cool.
And because I'm pissed, I'm also going to...
Sure. All right.
All right, that means it's 2 attacks.
Yes, 2 attacks plus 6, and I'm also going to use my pocket advantage.
Great. So then you are going to be rolling with advantage on both. Roll that first one. We'll take the highest.
Okay, that is an 11 plus 6 for a 17.
Very good.
And the second attack, that is a 14 plus 6 for a 32.
I need you to know his armor class is a 17. You just barely hit. Roll damage for both.
All right. This is where the math comes in. So I say, I know, I'm sorry to describe before.
Oh yeah.
My friend, you know, I was a man of peace. I knew friendship. I tried to put the hammer down, I really did. And I did, and I ripped the skin off my palm. That's good.
Wow.
Yeah, I did.
Bummer, you're all alone now. You have no one. I killed your friends.
I have no one. That means they have no one. Chester! Can you hear me?
On your left, Chester.
Fucking fly as hell, bro.
Thanks, Chester. I don't know how to carry this. They're gone. My Leighton and my Tamberley are gone.
They're not gone, bro. They're in here.
I mean, you know what? Technically they're dead and mine's 6 feet underground, but yeah, it's still in here.
I ate mine.
Oh. Man. Can we ignore what our therapist says and use violence this time?
Hell yeah, bro. Dude, in my reality, they haven't invented therapy yet.
Oh, sick, dude. Let's do it. Let's be friends.
How much damage did you do?
23 points.
Okay. That actually changes some things. Okay,
What was
okay,
the deal
great.
with the lemon and the knife?
Oh, dude, the lemon and the knife means...
Which does
Chester,
bring us to you.
congratulations on completing your attack. It is my turn.
Hey, attack them again.
Nope. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna try and get my TPK. All right, he's Bob Ross. He is evil. He's polyamorous.
No, we can play polyamorous.
Yeah, he's gonna invite you into his polycule.
Oh, that doesn't sound so bad. That sounds kind of nice.
Oh, really? Are you inviting this energy towards you?
What are you trying to do? Oh, no, I don't want this.
All right, fine. So I will not be attacking with advantage then. I'm gonna cast a spell, and because my magic is innate, I will be using charisma as my spellcasting modifier.
Great.
If I'm correct, your armor class is 14.
Yep, they are also stunned. You have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage because you're stunned.
Great.
And I have a +7 to charisma.
Jesus Christ.
Just roll 7.
Please,
Ones.
I'm gonna get my TPK.
Oh my God! Wow, we have another tradition for this money Sided Tavern.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you.
You're killing me.
That's crazy. So you're gonna get you're gonna get 2 hats. You're also gonna get a shot here. You started this show with a little bit of Malort, and you're gonna end politely with just a little bit of this. My love, my life. We started as understudies together. I finished our run together. I love you. What is this shot of tequila to?
I love you so much. This shot goes out to, you know what? This shot goes out to Sam up in the booth. It goes out to Austin and TJ backstage, and TJ out there.
image, double it, and paint me a picture. Mr. Ross?
Do I get to quadruple it?
I didn't ask for a lower court's opinion. It's only with advantage. I understand that they are both 20s and it is monumental.
Okay.
So, just give me a double.
Wait. Can I use Spirit Shield? No. Here's my reasoning.
20 plus 7 is a 27.
Wait, what, 20? Oh, you're doubling 27?
No, 20, I rolled a 20 and I have plus 7 to charisma. If you're using Spirit Shield, does it not just raise your AC?
No, it reduces
Spirit
damage.
Shield reduces damage.
By 2d6, right?
Yep. And it just, if you are raging, and you
I'm raging.
attack, you can do it.
Yep.
This is from my bacon.
Please roll it quickly.
That's 7.
How much did you roll?
I rolled 22 points of damage.
And you doubled it to 44.
Minus 7 is 20. No.
No, it's 37. No! You still killed him!
Bob Ross paints a freaking tree, baby! He picks it up and he stabs you with it. And Chester dies. Oh my
God. Moving right through, this is Bob Celebrates. As the ghosts embrace Leighton, this does bring me to you. Give us some options. What can you do, babe? We are moving.
I could split the party, or I could become the curse itself.
Okay, A, split the party, B, curse itself. It's your choice.
It's okay to let go, Chester.
A for
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
party.
Not that much.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Hey,
Oh my god.
it's B.
Okay.
What is this?
B, my intent, given that I infected Judas with the curse right before their transformation, is to attempt to activate it and to force them to take every mote of damage that I took with it all at once.
Ooh. I love
Okay. Okay. And you know what? Combat has been middling enough. If you succeed, we'll say you win combat. No one's coming back to life. But if you fail combat.
What is death but a doorway? What do I, can I roll like a spell attack for this?
Go for it.
Okay.
Well, you don't have a spell for this. You don't.
Yeah, but what did I use? Oh, I guess it was Arcana, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Wanna use
I think
Arcana?
what we're gonna have to stick with. You've not done this before, and I will do you a favor because you are a ghost and it's sort of more of a like. What am I looking for here? A possession type thing. I'm not going to have you slay with your ghostly disadvantage, but I really can't move any more than Arcana on it.
Okay.
Flat roll. You're trying to beat my AC 17.
I got a +1 to this.
Great.
Come on.
Okay.
You don't have it.
You already used
This is
it.
it.
Nope.
You use it.
Okay.
Your best dragon boy.
Bob Ross, your career will not last forever. Your flesh, like the watercolors you so treasure, will dribble away into nothing.
Actually, I prefer acrylic paint, but yeah, sure.
The point stands. Allow me to usher you into that great oblivion with mercy and swiftness.
You know, I treasure a friendly embrace as much as the next guy. And I want you to know, a little nugget of advice. There are no mistakes, just happy little accidents.
What kind of bullshit was that?
And with this final failure on Leighton, this combat has been a failure. Having killed your whole party, the beast lunges up, and as he crashes through the ceiling, he strikes Quincy, the wizard, dealing him a near mortal blow. Oh my god, we're gonna kill everyone. With this, any lingering effects of the chaos chart dissipate. Quincy, the wizard, he comes to and he gathers alongside your ghostly forms. Heroes, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, thanks for all your help, Quincy.
I accept your
story, dude. Why didn't you help us?
It's the same thing that's unfolded here as is unfolded on countless worlds before ours. And I fear will unfold on countless worlds after.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Judas has been leaving behind a wake of destruction.
Friends, we still have the ritual to complete. You have gathered your items, no? Now is the time to prepare. You've gathered your items, and now the ritual must be fulfilled directly within the source of the havoc, in the sarcophagus itself. There is still hope. With this, the wizard removes the stone top of the sarcophagus, and a plume of the corrupted weave wafts into the room around you. Listen, you may have lost your corporeal forms, but understand there is still hope. My life will serve as the conduit to bolster your successes. Oh, God.
You might be joining us soon, dude.
But, my life will suffer from your failures, so as long as you locked in on your quest, we can still succeed.
No regrets.
I believe in you. The wizard slices open his own palm, and a bit of his blood activates the magic in the sarcophagus. The magic of the ritual bursts to life, and now it is time to face your final challenge. Can you recall the ritual's order, and will your items be powerful enough? Let's find out. Which of the original artifacts was used first in the initial binding? It's your choice.
Ring.
Absolute tragedy.
Think.
The ring!
What do you offer for the Ring of Giant Strength?
I have a very potent earring of huge musculature, and I use it to bind the havoc.
Oh, your first item is correct. Your companion's essence is spared as the ritual continues. Which of the original items would have come next?
The flint.
Continue to destroy other worlds.
Perhaps we up and down, spectral though we may be. We know the truth. Flint!
What item do you offer for the Speed Flint?
I have the super cool spinning flower of time dilation, and I use it to bind the havoc.
You correctly identified this item. Quincy's helm maintains there was further still to go. Which item came next?
Helm.
If there's infinite worlds behind us, there's infinite worlds ahead of us.
Helm!
What do you place for the helm?
I have the knife in 11, and I use it to bind the havoc.
This item is powerful and correctly timed. We're halfway there. What item was next?
Spectacles.
Just not sure if the other Tamberlane's chest
Spectacles.
What do you place for the spectacles of planes viewing?
I have the New Year's glasses from the destroyed reality of 1752, and I use it to bind the havoc.
You correctly identified the item. It does not qualify as magical enough. Quincy suffers, but what item came next?
I'm sorry.
Tome.
Tomb. And now they bring it
If the others are not strong enough, we will have to guide them. The tome.
What item do you place for the Tome of the Sage?
I have the Witch's Calm Times Almanac, and I use it to bind the havoc.
Correctly identified. This item means a painful search for Quincy. Bro just died. Stay the course. Which item would have gone last?
The coin.
This reality is unraveling already.
We must escape. It's the coin.
What do you place for the Coin of Incidental Luck?
We have the free drink token that we earned together, and we use it to bind the havoc.
This item is correct, and Quincy breathes a sigh. Nope, he doesn't. He's dead. Quincy died, but it was one final powerful item. The ritual is complete. Your surroundings seem to glow as the magic around you swells. Chaos and order battle for power as ancient energies swirl in thrilling contest. The weave itself feels like it's about to come crashing in on you as the embers brighter from your surroundings crumble and unstable. There was one final flash of noise and light and wildness, and then silence. And this is where our story comes to an end. Though, to truly understand our ending, we must return to the ritual we just completed and see the repercussions of what just happened. The result of our efforts is largely a failure with a sprinkling of success. In even the most hopeless nights, there is a glimmer of light, and the same must be said of this outcome. The flow of the havoc stops, and no more of the corruption will infect our world. But what has already leaked out is loose, and the madness of this primordial force spells discord for the surrounding areas. Conflict and confusion will have their day, though yourselves and other heroes will have the power to fight back. And as always, the forces of good must do what they can, even against the unrelenting agents of fear and violence and hate. And what, after all of this, became of our ghostly heroes?
In the afterlife, Chester looked across time. He saw himself at the beginning of this journey and wanted to put him on another path. In the Curious Hedgehog, he bangs on the side of the bar. Chester! Chester! The beer falls over, and Chester knows what he must do. I'll pretend I'm working at this establishment. That'll fool him. Looks like this universe is truly interstellar after all.
So he's on that phone.
Leighton was now a spirit, and left behind this mortal plane to travel through the astral dimensions, seeking out other, higher beings that could assist them in their struggle against this chaos, realm after realm after realm. They used their magical medical expertise to become a different kind of doctor. A Doctor Strange. Oh, Mamu! I've come to bargain.
3 realities later. Tamberlane failed, and failed again. But drifting through all these planes of existence, he realizes he can't give up. Judas will continue to wreak havoc on these worlds. Chester's, Tamberlane's, and Leighton's will suffer. So for now, he crouches in an alley, knife in hand, footsteps coming down the road. He knows that he will meet a version of his emo self once more. But maybe this time things will be different.
What about you? All of our little Izzies. What adventure will you go on next? One where you vanquish evil and battle your own chaotic forces? Or where you right the world's wrongs and protect those who come after you? This journey is over, but the tale of your own life continues however you choose to tell it, and I hope if there is one thing you could take from today's quest, it is this. Tomorrow's story is unwritten, and you are its truest author.
And how will tomorrow's adventurers fare when they step into a land of your creation? Will they triumph in combat? Will they learn from their mistakes?
Will they gain new allies or acquire harsh enemies?
Will the world and its peoples be saved by your successes, or will your failures usher them onto a path of everlasting chaos?
Well, that, of course, is a story for another day.